The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast. And I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon.
Dirty.
And we got very special guests in the building. My man, we go way back. He was actually the guy who, I'm not one for long introductions, but let me say a little something. He was the guy who let me or allowed me to go on the road with him and work as sound tech for his stage play. Now you have to forgive me, JB, because I cannot remember the name of the play, but I had an amazing time. And, I've been forever grateful ever since. And I've been a supporter of his ever since. And I've watched him do his thing with this a playfest, which is the first time I've ever heard something like that. But my man was doing it and he was doing it well. Shout outs to my man, JB Star. What's up, bro?
What's happening, G-Wade? We go way back. 12 years.
Yes, sir. Now, y'all have to forgive me with the names. I see Reggie and I see Rebecca, but I can't see the last name. So y'all help me out a little bit. Reggie, introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Reggie Freeman, and I play the character of McCoy on Forbidden Love, which is a very great movie. Everybody, please go watch it. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. And we have Rebecca. Forgive me, Rebecca. Can you see the last name, Deke?
No, it's just Rebecca.
Oh, she's just Rebecca. Okay.
Like share just one
Rebecca
name.
Neal May.
That's what's up. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing well. Thanks for asking. Thank you guys for taking the time out to hang out with us. If y'all see me looking up, I'm looking up at the TV screen where I can see you guys.
Okay.
Because the computer is over there and I can't see the face. So I'll try to look straight, but if I look up, that's what I'm doing.
Yes,
I thank you guys for coming through, and we're going to talk about the amazing movie that I just watched the other night. I've rather enjoyed it, and I'll explain as we get more into it because it's very relatable. I'll just leave it at that. And this is the second time that I've sat and talked with someone where the story of the film related to my story in real life. So this one right here relates to my story, but with a slight little twist. But before we get into all that, let's back up a little bit, JB, because again, you and I go back a bit. And you've been doing stage plays for a minute. You've worked with some great people, had some wonderful talent that have graced your stage plays. And now you've just been doing it, Brian. You've been consistent with it. And so, for that, first of all, I take off my hat to you. But let's back up. So let's give our audience a little history of who you are. Let's point that way.
Who I am. So yeah, I've been doing theater, film, a little bit of television for a long time. I got the bug. I can't remember what year it was. I was in the military, and writing. I have to borrow Bubba Sparks' words when he says, "I didn't choose to rhyme. Rhyming chose me." I didn't choose to write. I didn't choose to act. I didn't choose to direct. It chose me. Out of 3 degrees and finishing up a fourth, a doctorate degree, none of them have anything to do with theater or film. So that's why I know it's just a God-given talent that he says, yo, go do it.
Yeah. And you've been writing some amazing plays, man. Like I said, you allowed me to go on a road with you and work at Sound Tech. For that, I was very appreciative because, I only knew very little about how to do tech on a sound tech on a play. But you taught me well, and then I followed your instructions and did exactly what it was. And thank God I didn't screw it up to mess up anything. So much so that I remember at one of your events, other people started asking me to run their sound tech during that night. So yeah, man, I've just been very excited about just the things that you've been doing. Run down a list of the plays that you've done, because you work with Sherman Hemsley, the late great.
Yeah, that was Daddy Ain't No Power Like Prayer. Sherman was playing daddy. I was playing his oldest son that would not leave the house, wouldn't move out. Then after he passed, I broke out my fat suit, my gray wig, and my beard, and I started playing daddy. And Forbidden Love was actually a stage play. And then I did the adaptation into a film. Cold Busted. I believe Cold Busted was the one you traveled with me to Mississippi that we did together.
Cole, I believe that's what it was. I remember going to Barnesville, South Carolina, or something like that.
Barnwell. We took
Barnwell.
Yes, yeah, we took Daddy to Barnwell. Yeah.
But I feel like it was Cold Busted with something, because I remember the guy who was cheating throughout the play.
Yeah. That was cool. That was Cold Busted.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was a funny play. Actually, I'm going to do that play as a movie as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully I get to play the doorman in there or something.
I got you covered.
That's what's
up. It's been several productions and a lot of traveling, a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But we still trying to come up.
Well, you're doing it, bro. You really are doing it, man. Like I said, I used to brag about that or talk about it a lot because, again, I've never heard of a play fest before. You hear movie festivals and, you sit through some shorts and you sit through a few features, but I'd never seen a stage play done as a festival where there are 5 or 6 or 7 plays, showcasing their skills. Until I met JB.
Yeah, JB Stars Play Fest. I did that for 6 years in Atlanta. I've actually had aspirations of doing it here in Columbia.
Okay.
It was a very good and prosperous venture for me. It paid for all of my equipment, everything that I own. No payments.
What's up?
Yeah, definitely. And met a lot of great people, helped a lot of people who had not put their stage play or their dream or aspiration of having it on stage, gave them the opportunity to get it on stage.
Yeah.
And with a captive audience.
Absolutely.
With a versatile audience, because by having at least 8 to 12 different writers perform, I was bringing in the audiences from all of the different genres, and they were getting to cross promote. So that was awesome.
Absolutely. And that's how I okay, we got a newcomer. Hello. That's how I met a lot of talent through your play fest as well, because you had many artists and directors and playwrights come through that I was able to network with, and some people that I still am in contact with to this day. So that's what's up. But let's make our way around the room. First of all, we got a newcomer that just joined us. That's the grandbaby in the film, correct?
Yes. She is.
Hello, I can't see the name. Forgive me. What's the name? Say Ebony.
Hi, my name is Sarai.
Okay.
Taraj.
Sarai.
Sarai.
Sarai, gotcha. Okay. Hey, Sarai, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm well, thanks. Well, let's make our way around the room. Let's start with Rebecca. Rebecca, first I'm going to ask you to tell us a little bit about your background, and then we'll get into how did you come into knowing this superstar JB Star.
So background, I started acting like a lot of people do with, their high school plays, local college theater plays, community theater. And then I basically took a 10-year hiatus, and last year was like basically just worked a bunch of fast food jobs, worked because always would use the excuse of, I don't have enough time to go back to acting because I got to work my job. And so finally, a couple years ago, I stopped being afraid of hearing no's and did my first film production, which was a collaborative effort based around the pandemic. And then I moved to South Carolina, where I had the pleasure of seeing an audition casting by Miss Carlette regarding this movie Forbidden Love that needed a lady of the night to join the crew. or someone who could portray a lady of the night to join the crew. So reached out and they responded pretty much right away. JB let me do an audition on the spot, sent me another one, was like, memorize this, do this. I was like, yes, please, absolutely. They seem to like my energy. I can be a bit of a personality, but they seem to like it. We seem to jive really well. And he's been like, I've just known him through this and communicated with him through it. And he's been an awesome support, an awesome coach, teacher. Like, he helped me learn how to cry. I wasn't able to do it on screen, unfortunately, but I can get myself to cry now. And that's hugely because JB literally sat and walked me through it one day, because I was like, that's something I really want to do. And so now I just am trying to do whatever I can to continue being on sets, because I spent 10 years being afraid of no, and now it's just like, my family's impressed. That's the only people I need to impress. Why do I have to be afraid of hearing no? Like, I've heard no so much. So I've also gotten to do a couple projects since then, or involved a little bit.
Okay. Where are you originally from?
Born in Indiana, but I was a Navy brat, so I moved up and down the East Coast. Before moving out here, I was actually in California. So like, that's when I had started trying initially to act again. So you'd think being in California, opportunities, all that jazz. No, most of it, like, since I was in Northern California, it was mostly student films and stuff, which is, again, great opportunity, but not a lot of them responded at all. And so it's like, wait, is it me or is it the area I'm in? But, you know, proof is in the pudding, because now that I'm out here, suddenly get to meet awesome JB, awesome people. Like, again, I've worked on 2 film sets just since moving out here.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Nice. Now, you know, again, I've worked with JB on the production side of things and just kind of see how he operates. And being a military man himself, are you still serving? Or are you retired, JB?
Retired, done.
Retired.
Yes.
One of the things I noticed or realized about you, I guess that military, this is when the military training kicks in. You are about your time. Are you still that way?
I am. I'm very, I'm very adamant about time, and I appreciate the compliment that, because I just turned 55 3 weeks ago, and so I've been done with the military for a minute, but love them because that's what keeps me eating. But while I have this small window, I want to correct something. Rebecca said that we liked her energy. We love her energy. Okay, like doesn't even begin to describe it. You know, when we auditioned, I think it was 3 people for that role, and we just kept coming back to like this, and this girl just brings something to the set that is unparalleled.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Mr. Reggie Freeman, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Let's get a little background on you as well. Where you from, and what's your history in the arts?
Well, I'm from actually not born there, but actually I've been there for a while. So North Augusta, South Carolina, I can say.
Okay.
Home of the Yellow Jackets. Yes. Now, like JB said before, you know, I was born an actor. You just can't take that away. No matter what you do, what else you try to do. You know, I worked many jobs, but every time I look around the corner, I'm doing the Michael Jackson or acting like something, like in high school or middle school or whatever. I was always the class clown, and I wasn't trying to be the class clown. And they're like, oh, every time I come in class, here comes somebody go, oh yeah, we got to put up with this mess here. But yeah, that's how it was. So yeah, I just love the art of it, man. It's a very creative kind of thing when you're doing the portrayal and acting. It's very fun to create and to imagine doing something that's not you. So that creativity of me is giving me a joy every time. I mean, I just love it when I be on set. I love it when I audition. It's not one time because really right now, man, for years I've been carrying around scripts in my hand. I don't be doing film or television. I'm just carrying scripts, just making myself get better.
Okay.
and what I do. And it's just something that when you love to do something, you don't mind getting better. And,
Absolutely.
I met JB, I think 2018 maybe. He was shooting a film called Ultimate Alibi, and I think one of the actual actors didn't want to come to the set. So I
feel like I've seen that movie.
Yeah, one of my friends, Mark, told me about it, and he sent me the script that night. I remember that night at 10:30 p.m. And I had to be on set the next morning with like 2 or 3 pages I need to remember, JB. So I went on ahead.
But you did it.
Yeah, I went on ahead and did it, and it was fun. It was a great movie, and that's how I met JB. He's JB is a very he gets things done. I like the way he works because he gets things done in a rapid manner, and it's not only rapid, but it's quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's quality, and that's what I like about JB. He's the same way as me. I mean, I love to get stuff done and get it done in an accurate manner and with quality. Make sure it's good. So yeah, me and JB, we hit it off. I call him Chef. He called me Big Daddy Kane. So we like brothers. So everything's good. So that's pretty much my background and everything.
Okay. Well, I want to point out something else about you, JB. On the play that I traveled with, I remember there was a scene. I can't remember the scene, but I can't remember the exact lines, but I remember in the rehearsal you kept telling the character, say the line this way, and they were saying it this way throughout the whole rehearsal. But I remember them saying kind of to themselves and kind of off, I think it'd be better if I say it this way. And you was adamant about say the line this way. If you say the line this way, you're going to get the response that the line's supposed to get. Yeah. Now, during the actual play, the gentleman went out there, was delivering his lines. And when he got to the part that you told him to say it this way, he said it the way he thought that it would work. And there was no high reaction to it. And I remember at the end of the play, he was like, what'd I tell you? Like, I told you, if you just stick to what I wrote, you're going to get exactly what it is that you're supposed to get out of it. Just again, pointing out these were notes that I took away from your talent, from your gift, that, if you got a way that something is supposed to be done, trust me on what's happening. It's going to come out the way I wanted to come. And that's what I saw.
JB was like, I wrote it this way for a reason.
What's that?
I was just going to say the thing about it is a lot of actors do not take the time to read and understand the entire script. So what have happened is in that particular scene, they want to say or do something a certain way. And it may be a brilliant portrayal, right, but it's wrong because it doesn't relate to the rest of the script. But guess what? I wrote it. I directed it. So I know how you should say it. And so when people don't trust me, they're the ones that you won't see me work with again. Now, if you did any kind of brief history check, this is Reggie's third movie with me.
Okay.
We did Ultimate Alibi. We did Contrarily Speaking, and then Forbidden Love, because he respects the platform that I create, and that's the type of trust that you have to have.
That's what's up.
But I do remember that
it builds that familiarity. Am I saying the word right? It builds that community. It builds your trust, because like, look, I trust you. I'm gonna rock with you. Were you gonna say something, Dick?
And then you don't get labeled as difficult in the industry.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's what's
I just made a mistake. This is our fourth together because I was a guest on a piece that he's involved with. And when I was there, I was 100% character. I was not there to be a director. I asked the director, what do you want me to do? And Reggie can attest. I said, how do you want me to say it? Where do you want me to stand? Do you want me to be afraid of him? Do you want me to stand up to him? What do you want me to do? I was
right.
Wasn't I that way, Reg?
Yeah, he was. And the director was like, man, I got to really be on now because he know what he's doing. Yeah, he didn't say nothing. He stayed in this lane like I do. Stay in your lane and listen to the director and do what the director said, whether you like it or not, because he wrote it.
Absolute trust the process.
Yeah,
that's it.
And let's talk to the granddaughter of the film. What was? I'm sorry. Say the name again for me. I'm sorry.
It's Sarai.
Sarai. Sarai, tell us where you're from and how did you start getting into acting?
I'm originally born in California, but I moved to Gastonia. And how I got into acting was by my mom and Brent, which JB knows Brent and my mom.
Okay.
So my mom and me, I was little when I started acting, and she was older, of course. She's my mom. When she started, sometimes I was with her when I was acting, and we were both acting together. So I don't know what the place is called, but there's a place down the street where we model together sometimes and other things.
Okay. Do you enjoy being in the acting business? Do you enjoy that?
Yes, I do.
Cool. Now, what's your favorite type of character to play? Do you like to be funny? Do you like to be serious? Do you like to be more dramatic?
I like to be funny because I want to be a comedian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean like a stand-up comedian?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's talk about this film, Forbidden Love. I watched it the other night, rather enjoyed it. Now, I want to say this also. This is something else. I'm trying to throw in my little tidbits about JB as we go along the way. See, this is what I want to say to people who are watching. You never know who you are impacting or who are just watching what you do. So if you're doing your thing, keep doing your thing, because there's somebody over there just watching you, enjoying your craft, taking notes, and just inspired by what you do. So I've always been inspired by what JB has been doing in his film and plays. But one thing I noticed about you, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think I might be right, JB. Are you an undercover stunt man?
No, I'm just broke, so I have to do my own stunts.
Yeah, that's sometimes that works in your favor. Because I notice you like to do I notice a lot of your films either have some type of stunts or fighting. You like the karate.
No, I don't like to. I just do what I have to.
Right.
Listen, at 55, I ain't gonna be jumping over too many more walls. Okay,
I got
or
you.
kicking.
That's what's up. So
yeah,
let's get.
But there are
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
certain. I was going to say that there are certain elements that a story needs in order to complete it. You can't just throw a bunch of scenes together and think that it's going to make sense or captivate your audience. Right. And so my little taekwondo kick sort of became my signature.
It's like your thing, dude.
But my team voted against it in Forbidden Love. So I ended up just punching Chris in the stomach, but I wanted to kick him in the throat.
You know, when I was watching it, I felt like you wanted to. I was like, I think he wants to kick him right here.
I did. My assistant said, oh, I don't think that. Then my technical director was, oh, I don't know. And then the whole team was like, I don't know if you would do that. Yes, I would. but it was like, okay, stop being JB and be Dennis. Okay,
right.
So Dennis wouldn't. So
okay. So let's get into the film Forbidden Love. I know we can't give away but so much, but let's give me the synopsis of what Forbidden Love. Give our audience a synopsis of what Forbidden Love is about.
Well, let me see. I'd be remiss not to say this before I answer that question. With about Sarai, we had eight different girls that auditioned, and this is the first time that I'm saying this publicly. But two of those girls were my nieces, and one of them got called back. But then when we went to Charlotte and auditioned Sarai, it was a done deal.
Wow.
She didn't have to be called back. She boom, first shot, she nailed it. And we were like, and even to the point where I said, I'm going to recuse myself just to be fair.
Right.
And just let the rest of the team make the choice. But it was just like this. There was no deliberating. It was an instant yes.
Okay.
Now, how did your niece feel about it? Are you still her favorite uncle?
I'm not sure if I'm still her favorite uncle.
Yes,
she wasn't happy about it. Neither was her grandmother, who's my sister. But yeah, she was not happy about it. But I had listen to me. I had to not only be fair, I had to be right, but I had to think about my audience and the rest of the cast. Because if any cast member is not given 100% because they're worried about this actor not delivering, then I'm not going to get the best out of that person.
Right.
Yeah. So we had to make that. That was the obvious choice. And so, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, but that just let you. Oh, you're welcome, beautiful. Thank you for sharing the talent with us, because you were awesome.
To you, Sarai.
So
let's
see. What is it about?
I'm sorry.
So I was answering the question. What is it about? It is about the perfect family, the perfect family man, the perfect wife, the perfect atmosphere, perfect home. But when that perfection is underlaced with secrets and hiding things, then you can come across situations that disrupt the entire thing. Now that was the generic response. More specifically, boy meets girl, falls in love, and because of all of the secrets, learns that there is a deep-rooted connection between the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's as generic as I can be without giving it away.
So, what, Rebecca? How did your character? Because we meet you as the woman of the night. How does your character fall into that? I mean, if there's a backstory, how does she fall into that lifestyle?
How she became a very young age, started abusing drugs in order to feed the habit, went to the easiest job possible. You can't really get a 9-to-5 when you're 14, 13 years old. So she went to the quickest way to make money. Ended up meeting a few people along the way. And yeah.
Okay.
Not sure how much I can say, because again, we don't want to give away, but.
No, I fully understand. I fully understand. Did that playing that character in any kind of way make you feel uncomfortable, or was it not relatable, but how much preparation, how much did you have to do to how much study did you have to do to become the lady of the night?
So to try to get a little more, because she's an addict, like we said, the whole reason is to feed the addiction. Like I did watch videos of people with crack addictions.
Okay.
But also like South Carolina there. Get it here, little one. But in South Carolina, in a lot of states, really, there is a lot of families who have connections to addictions, myself included. Like there is someone in my family who has an addiction and they're clean now. So thank God for that. Yeah. But that was like a big connection for me with this character and a big reason why I wanted to do this character, because I wanted to show some of the, be able to portray to some of the people in the family, like how things can go in those situations, because we do have young people who have been exposed to people with addiction too. So
Yeah.
it's good to show them how your life can be if you follow that path. So it was a little bit therapeutic even to be able to be like, to become Denise and throw that out there and throw that energy out there, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Reggie, you played I'm sorry, help me with the character's name. You're on mute.
Oh, the real McCoy. The real McCoy.
There we go. Do you have a preacher's background?
The real McCoy is pretty much, man. I took it from my background. I looked at is when I was smaller, I go to my friend's house and see their uncles and see they daddies and their granddaddies and how they tell you about the word. But yet still, when they tell you about the word, they gonna pick up a bottle themselves. I know the word. So that's the kind of background I got from McCoy. I mean, it was fun to play it, and it was great, man. I loved it.
What roles do you find yourself often playing? Are you more of the dramatic type of character? Or are you more of a comedic role? What's the type of characters you usually play?
I'm versatile. I can play any role you give me, as long as I take it and accept it. But yeah, I can play any role you give me. Because Ultimate Alibi I played like a sergeant, like a big major sergeant, and also a major
a mayor.
Mayor, yeah, a sergeant and a mayor slash.
Okay.
So, any role. I mean, and then when you see in this movie here, you won't see the same person you see in Ultimate Alibi.
Or Contrary Lead, or CIA agent.
Speaking.
Secret Service agent.
Or in Brotherhood that me and JB did together. So all those different things, all those different layers, man, that's creativity in the acting. And that's what I love about it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
JB, did you find it necessary to have the real McCoy kind of as the conscious in the film?
Well, so what I do when I write a film or write a script is I'll brainstorm it and I'll hit every element. And then once I make every element concrete, then I fill that role with someone who I know will portray that character the way he was analyzed and developed. And so having worked with Reggie previously, I knew that he would adapt and become that character as opposed to trying to bring his own interpretation of how it should have been.
Okay. That's what's up. And I know we can't, I want to dig into this film the way I want to, but I know it will reveal, but too much if I start talking about it in depth. But one, I want to say this too, families with keeping these secrets. Oh, you know what? Did you know about the past, or was that a surprise to you as well, JB?
Well, me?
Yeah.
Did I know about the past?
Well, I'm trying to say it without saying it. Did you know about your surprise?
Oh, I wrote it. Yeah.
Well, no. As the character.
I'm not sure. I'm relating because I don't know if you're talking about Dennis or if you're talking about JB.
No, I'm talking about Dennis as the character. I'm sorry. Let me say this. Did Dennis know?
Uh-huh.
Was that a surprise to him, or was that the secret that he held for that many years?
That was the secret he held for that many years.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. Dennis knew everything. Dennis and Nakia portrayed by Nasha Chandri, brilliant actress. They shared the ultimate bond. As such, talking to one was like talking to the other, or talking to each other was like talking to yourself. And so the theme, what I was trying to show is that even two people who share that type of bond, given the right circumstances, it could just explode and fall apart. Whereas now they are being deceptive to each other. So anything that normally Dennis knew, Nakia knew, but because Dennis kept that from her, the one person that he was closer to than the only other being that he was closer to was God.
Yeah.
And so that devastated her to learn that there was anything. I don't care if he put salt on his mashed potatoes and didn't tell her, that was like any secret between the two of them was just devastating. And so, yeah, he was masterful and craftful in his deception.
And you guys are a well-to-do family as well.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And obtain that wealth through a mostly legal way.
Right.
And then and Chris, who portrayed my son, Raekwon, Chris actually was in the play version 10 years ago as a child.
Okay.
Both when we did it in Columbia and in Blackville, South Carolina. As a little 10, 11-year-old, he portrayed it. And now he's one of the stars on Black Lightning. And
oh, really?
Boom. Yeah,
nice.
He plays TC. Yeah. And so he came, and very humble, a lot of love. I hit his mom up and she was like, of course. Yeah. He said, yeah, he'll play this for you. And yeah, but see, I believe in relationships.
Absolutely.
I believe the same way that you and I have this 10, 12 year relationship, and I can hit you up. That's what I believe in. I think that's very important, and people don't value that.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. That's why when you reached out, it was a no-brainer for me. I just had to find the right time to get you in so that we could talk about it. But I have a question for you, Rebecca. But before I ask you the question, I want to say this to you once again, JB. I've seen, one of your, when I seen her, I was like, oh my goodness, I seen one of your talent on the small screen here in Atlanta. I'm not sure if it airs where you guys are or not, but are y'all familiar with the commercial Zoe Wellness? Is that the name of it? Zoe Wellness? Your actress, correct me with the name, but I think her name is Zeke Menace.
That's right.
She's the spokesperson for that commercial. Like the Allstate guy. She's like that to this Zoe Wellness. So if you ever see that commercial, dig this young lady named Zeke. What's her name again?
Zeke Menace.
Zeke Menace. I was like, oh my goodness, I know her from his film. So that was pretty cool. I wanted to ask Rebecca about family secrets. And you how can I say it without telling? Did we lose her? I think we lost her.
Yeah.
No,
we seem to have lost her.
Should be back. Can't tell the secret.
She can't tell the secret. Well, family secrets, Reggie. And of course, this family has one. Yeah. Even within the family structure, there's a secret. Although there's a big secret, the family has a secret. And this secret is rather, it could be very explosive. How big are you on families telling? I wanted to ask you this too, Rebecca. How are you, and you can answer individually, big on families telling secrets, telling a family secret?
I don't think that families should have secrets. Like, or at the least between like a husband and wife, you should be able to be transparent with your spouse. Like I live my life with no lock on my phone, no lock on my computer, because whatever I do, my kids should be allowed to see, husband should be allowed to see. If I don't want them to see it or know about it, probably shouldn't do it.
Right.
Secrets just get bigger over time, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. What say ye, Reggie?
I think family secrets and family and man, I'm telling you, that's a big problem, especially when you're dealing with husband and wife, because y'all lay down together every night. And also, when you find something out 20 years later,
yeah,
now you're looking at somebody like, you've been a liar all my life. How can I trust you? That's how divorces get started. So yeah, family secrets is, that's a devastating thing. Very devastating thing. That's what I think.
No, I'm with you. Like I said, I want to say what I want to say, but if I say it, I'm literally going to tell the family secret. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to suggest everyone to go stream Forbidden Love. You can watch it online. Where is it, JB? What's the website?
JB Star Presents .tv.
jbstarpresents.tv, and you can rent it or you can buy it. I promise you, you will enjoy it. You gonna say something? No, go ahead.
Now, Reggie, I see you got some monitors behind you. What else you got cooking other than acting? What else you got going on?
Well, I got my own show with my family called The Freeman Show.
Oh, cool.
And, it's on All Nations TV. But that's enough about me. But since you asked the question, that's what I do for the monitors. We make our own music, we produce our own music and everything, and I produce and direct my own show. So there you go.
Nice. Soraya, is there any other productions that you are involved in right now? Well, no. Before you answer that, how did you enjoy working on this film, Forbidden Love?
I enjoyed it good because I got to play with some people in the film, and it was just a lot of things to do there.
Were you kind of paying attention to what was happening on set so that you can kind of learn what the director does and what the lighting guys do and what the all the production, what they do behind the scenes, because it's a lot that goes into making a film.
Yes, I was paying attention, and my mom was helping me with the script too, so I could remember it. I messed up some, but I did good.
We didn't know. We couldn't tell. You did great. So what's on deck next, JB? I know right now you're promoting Forbidden Love, which again, if you guys haven't seen it, go stream it. jbpresents.tv and check it out. But what's on deck?
One more thing.
Sure, of course you can.
There is a thing called Tie-Dyes, Tutus, and Tails of mine that my mom and Brent made up.
Okay. What is it about? Tell us about it.
It's tales for me reading books on YouTube. Tutus are for just tutus. My mom also made one for my birthday. And tie-dyes are just tie-dye shirts and tie-dye pants and socks.
Nice. How can people get the product or the merchandise?
I am Ebony Joy. That's my mom's account.
I'm Ebony Joy?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a website or is that a social media?
It's a social media. She's on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. Joy, Joy, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
I think mom might be off camera too.
All right. Shout out to Ebony Joy sitting over there. I see you. I don't see you, but I see you.
I saw the hand.
So yeah, JB, what's on deck, man? What's happening? What's next?
So my goal is to produce I have 8 more scripts and 2 that I want to reproduce. And my goal is to continue producing in October and do one every 3 months.
Okay.
It sort of got out of order because in a conversation with my local city council, I was talking about Forbidden Love and some of my other work, and I have a children's movie, 100% children cast, no adults.
Wow.
And they're talking about funding it. So because it's relatable to Black history, I said that what I'll do is move it up on the list and do it in October. But I am not, if it goes through, once it's green lighted, I'm not going to direct. I'm just going to produce. I've asked my assistant director, Nasha, along with my sister, if they would like to co-direct it. I work really well with children, but the reason why I want to step back is because I don't want to direct the children the way I would adults and the movie come out in a different way.
I got you.
Because this was actually a stage play, and I've done it in several different environments where I was teaching. And so making the film adaptation, it's going to come, film is different than stage. And so there are different things that you have to do, different things you have to add in. So I just want to see if a different essence will come to it by letting 2 women co-direct it and I just produce.
Okay.
And so that'll be in October. And then from there, I'll choose another for December, then March, then June, and so forth and so on until they're all exhausted.
Well, you're making me question my thoughts now concerning Mr. Perry, who did an Instagram video saying that he has written all of these movies and TV, you know, projects. And so now I'm starting to believe him because you talking about all the scripts you got sitting on deck. How do you keep all that stuff in order, man? Like my mind would be mixing up characters.
No, so let me preface it, my response by telling you that when I was in high school, I used to do a lot of reading, and I had this one teacher named Miss Keo, and one day she gave us a long list of vocabulary words, and she says you got to have these by tomorrow. And I said, we got to do all these, Miss Keo, and she looked at me and said, yeah, but only one at a time. And that has stuck with me. So I'm answering your question by saying only one at a time. That's how I keep up with it.
Gotcha. I got you. I don't know, we lost people. It looked like somebody was trying to come in. See at the very top middle of the screen, D, where it says admit is in the top middle.
I hope it's Nasha.
Yeah. I'm not sure who that is.
Yes, yes, that's Nasha.
That's you. Trying to come in.
Yeah. Talk to her for a minute.
Don't deny. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's happening, but that's all good. Well, I wanted everybody to give their social medias, but I don't know where they went. Well, so right, where are you on social media?
Yes.
I don't know if we should give out hers then. I don't know. Should we? I don't know. What should we do, JB?
Well, it would be her mom's. It would be her mom, so that'll be okay, I think.
Okay.
But they're going to have to raise up in just a second. She got a flight to catch.
With my TikTok and her social media.
Okay, yeah, give that information.
Okay. Should I say it or put it in the messages?
No, you can say it.
Okay. Like I said before, I am ebonyjoy@gmail.com for my mom, and my TikTok is Sarai Osteen.
Okay, awesome.
Spell it, baby, because you got a unique spelling.
Oh, spell it?
Spell it?
Yes.
Okay, it's OSTEEN.
Okay, so that's your TikTok.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And Rebecca, what's next on deck for you, Rebecca? And then where can people find you?
Next, I am going to be getting killed this Friday for a short film. So it'll be my first death scene on screen, not the first death scene in general. And then from there, I got another director that JB was nice enough to introduce me to. So working back and forth with him, potentially. And other than that, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Rebecca Faye Neal May.
Okay, so spell your last name.
The last name is NEALE-MAY.
Got you, Nelly May. Got you. Nail May.
Just Neo May.
Gotcha. Okay. I think she got frozen here. And Reggie, where can people find you? What's next for you, and where can people find you?
Next for me is The Brotherhood coming up, and also got a couple movies coming up called American Girl, and another movie that's called Assistant that's coming out. Okay. But they can find me on Facebook. What's that?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, they can find me on Facebook, Reggie Freeman. Also on Instagram, which is actor Reggie Freeman. LinkedIn, Reggie Freeman. Twitter, Reggie O. Freeman. And did I miss something? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Are you on TikTok?
No TikTok yet. Not yet. All these TikToks and all these media stuff, man. I'm like, wow.
I know.
That's pretty much all you can find me at, and continue to watch the TV screens because I'm definitely gonna be on there.
That's what's up. Absolutely, Mr.
Yeah,
JB.
we're blessed to have Nasha there that joined us.
Okay. Yeah. What's
up?
Okay.
Played my wife.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Well, and yourself? How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us. I know we were nearing the end, but we definitely want to get you in. Talk about who you are and what character do you play in the film?
Okay, awesome. Well, my name is Nasha Chandri. In Forbidden Love, I play a very caring and hated mother and wife. Her name is Nakia, and she loves her family that she will go to any length to protect them.
You think?
I know.
You have to watch it in order to know what I'm talking about, yo. How did you link up with JB?
There you go.
Awesome. So JB and I met, I think 2 years ago. He was doing another film where he was directing and I was working as crew. And then I was also blessed enough. JB is just great, right? So he brings out the best in you and he sees a lot of things in you. I was able to play a role in the film that we're working on together. And so after that, he invited me to work with him again, and we made magic. So called Forbidden Love.
Okay. Now I asked this question to everyone, so I'll have you answer it as well. How important is it for there to be no family secrets?
Oh, especially with the African-American family. You know what? I think it's very important in regards to it allows people the freedom and the authentic. I can't speak right now. Just the freedom and the liberty to be themselves and to know that love transcends all. Amen. True love, like agape love, you know? So none of us are perfect. And I think with the family secrets, you put that air or that requirement of perfection out there without it being blatantly stated.
Well said. And I know we were, like I said, we were nearing the end. I'm trying to think how did you prepare to play the role? Because you played Dennis, right?
Yes.
The character to play his wife.
Dennis's wife. Yes.
Mhm.
So again, beings as humans, we are multifaceted, right? So what you do is when you take on a role, I think especially ones from Nakia, she can be put in a box. You have to think outside that box. You have to find her motivation, her given circumstances. You have to give her a story. We all have stories. And I'm sure that there is a caregiver, a mother, a nurturing parent that can relate to what, maybe not the of how Nakia handled it, but I'm sure that they can relate to why she did it, and just to make her human, you know.
Yeah. 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 Ruthless. I'm trying to think of
Your
the
words,
word.
not
Because
mine.
she was nasty.
We'll see about that.
What's that?
We'll see about that. Say your line.
Yeah, I did not expect it to go that way.
But isn't that life, right? You know,
Is
you
it?
you have one thing in mind, and all of a sudden it pivots, and you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. But I mean, that's the whole thing with human nature and people. Sometimes you
Mhm.
think you have them pinned, and all of a sudden they'll turn left, right, up, down, and sideways.
But do you think that she did it to protect the family image?
I think it went a lot deeper than the family image. I
Okay.
think when we say image, you make it, people sort of look at that as superficial. So I think it was more of a legacy instead of an image. So when you think of
Mm,
legacy, you believe of what's to come generation after, you know, each generation. When you think of image, you just usually think of something portrayed as like flat, like just what people see in that moment.
right.
But I think she was moving generationally.
Okay. Okay. Well, once again, I encourage you guys to go see or to stream um Forbidden Love. Um you can rent it or buy it at jbstarpresents.tv. Was there S at the end? Yeah, jbstarpresents.tv. I guarantee you, I promise you, you will enjoy it. Um, Plot twist. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, and well done, well written, well performed, and in fact, I rewind. I dragged it back because I needed to go back to the middle because I needed to see some parts again because I was like, wait a minute, what did I miss? Because some, like you said, JB, there's certain words that the lines that are said that will lead you to this part. And I got to that part and I was like, wait a minute, I think I missed that line. And so I had to back up and see what I missed. And then I realized, oh, I did miss this whole piece right here. And which led us to this. Again, I can't say anything. You got to go watch it for yourself. You won't be disappointed. That I guarantee you. And where can they find you on social media?
Awesome. So I am Nasha Chandri. That's NASHASHANDRI on all platforms. So that's Facebook, Twitter. I don't tweet that much though. But Instagram, that's my jam. That's where I stay the most, live the most, and then also on TikTok. So you'll find me on a couple of reels.
Okay, cool. What's any projects coming up?
Actually, right now I am working for a film festival just
Oh,
to get
cool.
my creative juices going. Charlotte 48-hour film festival, something local here in Charlotte. And then I have a couple of indie projects that are coming up. One dealing with alopecia. So I'm excited to do that, just a short. And I'm just open to whatever the universe has for me.
Amen. Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time out to sit with us and talk with us about the film, about what's going on in your world, sharing it with our audience. JB, we go back a minute now, and I've been a supporter, from over here. But the nuggets that I've learned from you, as you heard me mention earlier, they're still with me. And I have no problem with giving flowers where flowers are due. You've been a solid guy from day one. I can't say anything bad about you behind your back or in your face. You just been a good guy, man. And I thank God that I've been able to meet you since I've been here in Atlanta, because that's where we met. And just to see how you work, you really get busy. So
I do it. I do, and I so appreciate good people like you and Deegan and Dee. I haven't seen her. Where is she at?
Well, Dee, she went off into ministry because that's her thing.
Yes.
So she's heavy doing what she do, and we support her from here, but she's over there,
okay.
Doing it for God.
I got you. Well, I can't say it enough, man. Relationships are so important, and we're living testaments of the value of when you keep it real with people and you're true to folks, and they believe in who you are and what you're doing, and you reciprocate with the same type of kindness. It just resonates forever, and that's what I definitely foresee. Even with this entire cast, I wish that in all 10 of the remaining projects that I have, that I can involve them, each and every one of them, because I love peace. And one of the things that I want to say real fast is in reference to their responses to your questions. I love the philosophical responses that they gave, because it tells me that they dug deeper into the character than just the lines, just the dialogue, to be able to analyze the characters and how they fit into the story and not just the script. Because you can actually lose a project going from script to screen. And so it's very important to keep that cohesiveness, and like with Nasha and I have amazing chemistry. I literally gave her, Reggie mentioned earlier how he got the script the night before. I did the same thing to Nasha on Contrarily Speaking, and she came down that next day, brought the family, and just boom, just killed it. And I said, you know what? This is the one. This is Nakia right here. There's no denying. But yeah, it is. I got nothing but love for you, and I hope it continues.
Absolutely. Well, hats off to you guys. A great cast, a great crew, a great film. Encouraging you guys once again to go check out Forbidden Love. JBStarPresents.tv is where you can download it. You can rent it or buy it, and you'll enjoy it. It's action from the beginning, in fact, all the way to the end, and the story keeps you moving through. So, and I'm waiting for your. I know you're saying, well, right now, gee, my knees, but I'm just waiting for your action film. There's gonna come one, even if you're not starring in it. Somebody, you're gonna write one or something.
I'm gonna let
the motion picture.
Cold Buster, yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save that action for Reggie. I'm gonna let him do that. and Nasha's gonna be my stunt girl.
Hey, you better hurry up. It's getting bad.
And I'm gonna have Rebecca as a cat woman.
I got years of martial arts under my belt. We can do this.
Hey,
let's go. Let's
do this.
And like I said, JB, if you need a doorman, I'm here for you, man.
I got you. Hey, I'm saying it publicly right now. I'm tapping on your coat sleeve, on your Instagram, on your phone. It's amazing that we both have had the same phone numbers for the last 15 years.
Yeah. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. But definitely, you go. Even if I have to have you playing yourself, interviewing us in the movie, whatever.
Well, let's make that happen. Make it easy for me, man. Make it real easy.
It's a done deal. You got what? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you got 5 witnesses, 4 witnesses.
Right.
But my word is bond, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Always has
man of his word. JB Star, JB Brown, JB StarPresents.tv is where you can rent or buy the film Forbidden Love. Great cast, awesome cast. I want you guys to really check this film out because, like I said, I I watched it. I enjoyed it. I got 48 hours, so I think I can still watch it again tonight before it disappears or locks up on me. So yeah, check it out. JB, you guys, Reggie, Rebecca, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to seeing future projects with you guys and, continued success.
Nasha.
And Nasha, I'm sorry, I didn't see the picture. That disappeared on it. And Sarai.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Nasha, don't tell him. We'll see about this. That's my boy.
I know.
Now, you good? You got anything, Deacon? You straight? You straight? All right, so we're gonna wrap it real quick. It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast, and I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon.
Dirty.
Y'all know what it is.
The G-Wade Podcast. The G-Wade Podcast. Bringing you the cool interviews, the hot topics, and all that other crap. The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.